Chosen One, this profound message has reached you at a moment ordained by the universe, and it's no mere coincidence. You were destined to hear this today. What you are about to discover has the power to transform everything in your life, for this is the point where your awakening concludes and your true purpose unfolds. You have been on a journey of intense searching, learning, and growing, traversing the long path of self-discovery while breaking through illusions and gazing beyond the veil of this world. Yet, the time for seeking is now behind you. The universe is urging you to embrace your power. No more queries, no more waiting. The time is now. If you have felt restless, sensed an internal shift, or stood on the brink of something monumental but couldn't find the words to express it, let me affirm this. You are standing at the threshold between who you were and who you are destined to be. Today, you are ready to walk through that door. Many chosen ones become lost amid the awakening process, mistaking the journey for the destination. They misinterpret their purpose as one of perpetual searching, always awaiting further signs, messages, or proof. But here lies the truth that is often unspoken. Awakening is not meant to last indefinitely. It is simply an initiation, a moment to open your eyes. Now that your eyes are open, what comes next? Action, purpose, and power. You have already received the wisdom. You have already freed yourself from the illusions that shackled your soul in darkness. The crucial question is, if you do not utilize what you have gained, what was the purpose of it all? Look around you. Do you feel it? The world is shifting. Energy flows in unprecedented ways as light and darkness wage their eternal war, and those who have awakened are being summoned. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. You might be contemplating how to truly know that your spiritual awakening has reached its end. How to ascertain that the time has come for you to step into your power. There are 7 unmistakable signs. 7 ways the universe confirms that you are no longer merely waking up. You are awake. Once you recognize these signs within yourself, there is no turning back. Before we delve into them, let me pose a question. If this message resonates deeply with your soul, if you feel a potent pull within, I invite you to type 9999 right now. This number holds divine energy, signifying spiritual completion. If you connect with this message, it is because you stand at the threshold of transformation. Let the universe know you are prepared. These 7 signs are far from subtle. They are undeniable. Once you experience them, you will know that your awakening has concluded and your true mission is at hand. But be forewarned, Chosen One. When you hear them, you will not be able to unsee the truth. You won't be able to pretend you are unaware of what you must do next. The waiting is over. The moment has struck. Your soul has been primed for this. Are you ready to uncover the 7 signs? Let us begin. The real purpose of a spiritual awakening, Chosen One, was never intended to be the final destination. It was merely the beginning of a grander journey. Society teaches us that awakening is the goal, that once one awakens, they have reached their destination. Yet this belief is among the greatest illusions of all. Your awakening marked the moment you reclaimed your true identity, the moment the veil lifted, revealing the world in its authentic form. You began to recognize the hidden forces, the spiritual battles, and the deeper truths lying beneath the surface of daily life. You felt the shift. You understood there was something greater at play. That feeling was your calling. What many chosen ones fail to realize is that awakening is just the first step. The true purpose of a spiritual awakening isn't solely about seeing the truth. It's about becoming the truth. It's about embodying the wisdom you have gained, ceasing to search, and beginning to live in alignment with your divine purpose. Reflect for a moment on your initial experience of awakening. Everything felt fresh and new. The world looked different as you questioned everything. You felt a distinct disconnection from your former self, from those who couldn't grasp your transformation, from a society that seemed asleep. You sought answers, devoured knowledge, and immersed yourself in ancient wisdom, spiritual texts, and profound teachings. Your mind expanded, your soul awakened. You traversed the lonely road of realization, discarding layers of false identity and burning away the illusions imposed upon you since birth. That journey was vital, but now you find yourself at a crossroads. You cannot linger indefinitely in that phase. Spiritual awakening is not a cycle of ceaseless learning. It is an initiation into something much more remarkable, your divine mission. This is where many chosen ones become stuck. They continue searching, waiting for another sign, another download, another confirmation. They believe that if they could just learn a little more, meditate a little longer, or find that one elusive piece, they would finally be ready. But the truth is, you are already ready. Awakening was never meant to be comfortable. It was never intended as a permanent destination. Its purpose is to shake you, to break you, and to reform you into the being you were always meant to become. The real question is, have you embraced this transformation? Your awakening was a preparation, for now it is time to cease consuming and commence creating. It is time to stop waiting and start moving. You were not awakened merely to know the truth. You were awakened because you have a role to fulfill in this world. The universe is calling you to step into your power, but it cannot do so for you. No guide, no angel, no spiritual teacher can walk through the door on your behalf. This decision rests solely with you. You must choose to rise. You must choose to act. Make no mistake, the world needs you now. Not in the future, not when you feel more prepared, now. Every single day that passes is a missed opportunity to use your gifts, knowledge, and light to awaken others, to shift energy, and to step into your divine assignment. So, what occurs when your spiritual awakening concludes? You become the embodiment of the wisdom you have received. You no longer merely speak about spiritual truths. You live them. You no longer just perceive energy, you command it. You no longer merely see beyond the illusion. You walk through this world untouched by it, unshaken and unwavering in your purpose. If you are here, if you are still listening, if this message resonates deeply in your soul, then the time has come for you to step forward. The next phase is upon you. You are being summoned. But how can you be certain that your awakening is complete? That you are no longer simply waking up, but are fully awake? There are 7 unmistakable signs. 7 ways the universe affirms that you have completed the awakening process and are now prepared to harness your powers. Are you ready to acknowledge them? Sign number 1. You no longer feel separate from the universe. Chosen one. In the early phases of your awakening, you may have felt isolated, as though you floated between 2 worlds. The familiar reality you once accepted, and the profound truths you had uncovered. You questioned everything. You felt alone, searching for meaning, connection, and something to ground you. But now, something has changed. The sensation of separation has dissipated. You no longer feel like an outsider peering in. You have stopped seeking the divine outside yourself because you realize that you and the universe are one. This realization stands as one of the clearest indicators that your spiritual awakening has reached completion. The illusion of separation, that you are merely an isolated soul, lost in the vast expanse of existence, has dissolved. You no longer feel the need to find connection. You embody it instead. As you journey through life, you carry with you an unshakable knowing that all is interconnected. You are not just a fragment of the universe. You are the universe expressing itself through human form. This awareness transforms everything. Where once you sought signs and synchronicities for affirmation and validation of your path, now you don't need them. You simply know. The universe communicates through you, not just to you. There's no continued yearning for guidance because you trust that you are precisely where you ought to be. You perceive the energy of life coursing through you continuously, seeing reflections of yourself in nature, the stars, and in the people you encounter. The sense of me versus the world dissipates. The ego-driven identity that once governed your thoughts fades away. You comprehend that there exists no separation between you and the divine, between you and others, between you and the earth. In times past, you may have questioned your place here, whether you were on the right path or if you were genuinely connected to something greater. Now, those doubts have evaporated, and you feel at home within the universe because you embody it. Here's the most powerful realization. This knowing brings you peace. When the feeling of separation vanishes, you cease resisting the flow of life. You do not cling to outcomes, you do not fear change, nor do you grapple against the currents of destiny. Instead, you flow with them, trusting in divine timing, surrendering to the natural rhythms of existence, confident that everything unfolds precisely as it should. This doesn't imply that life will become flawless. Challenges and obstacles still arise, but the distinction lies in how you approach them. You do not combat your difficulties. You no longer perceive challenges as punishment or random misfortune. You understand that everything is occurring for you, not to you. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you inquire, "What is this teaching me?" This level of awareness is rare. Many traverse their entire lives feeling separated, but you have transcended the illusion. Embrace this understanding, for it is the foundation of your next steps. Your spiritual awakening was merely the opening chapter of your extraordinary story. You are ready to step through the door into the next phase of your divine journey. The world awaits your light, your wisdom, and your purpose. The universe is calling you now. Will you answer? Disconnected, seeking something that transcends the self, yet you, the chosen one, have embraced the ultimate truth. There is no separation. It was all an illusion spun by the mind. Because of this awakening, you feel no compulsion to force outcomes. Instead, you attract effortlessly. You align rather than resist, and you understand that everything you need lies within you. This realization allows you to navigate through life with confidence, ease, and grace. This marks the first unmistakable sign that your spiritual awakening is complete. You have risen above the illusion of separation. You are no longer lost or searching. You are one with all that exists. And now, with this profound understanding, it's time for you to step forward. If separation is an illusion, what does this mean for you? It means you influence everything around you. Your thoughts, your energy, your actions shape reality. You possess power beyond what you have ever imagined. Are you ready to step into that power? Then, let's move on to the next sign. Sign number 2. Your intuition guides you without doubt. Before your awakening, you may have found yourself constantly questioning your choices, seeking external validation, and hesitating to trust your inner voice. But now, something deep and profound has shifted. You no longer look outward for answers. Your intuition, that inner voice, a deep, true knowing, has become your most reliable guide, and the difference is that you no longer doubt it. This is one of the clearest signs that your spiritual awakening is truly complete. In the past, intuition may have felt like a faint whisper, an uncertain feeling you're not sure you could lean on. Now, it resonates with the clarity and strength of a ringing bell. You don't seek constant reassurance anymore. You don't request endless signs or confirmations. You simply trust that feeling deep within your soul. When you meet someone and your energy signals that something is amiss, you listen. When an opportunity arises but your inner voice warns you to step back, you follow it without a second thought. When a new path calls out to you, regardless of whether it makes logical sense, you pursue it with unwavering faith. Why? Because you have stopped relying solely on the mind. You recognize that logic has its limits. The mind can be programmed, manipulated, and confused. Intuition, however, is pure. It is the voice of your higher self, the part of you that knows long before the mind can catch up. You have ceased to dismiss your inner knowing as just a feeling. You recognize that time and again, trusting yourself allows life to fall into place, while ignoring that voice leads to turmoil. The evidence is irrefutable. This newfound trust alters everything. It strips away fear, wipes out hesitation, and lets you navigate life with clarity and certainty. You no longer overanalyze or compile pros and cons lists or consult countless others for their opinions. You simply know. This doesn't imply that your path will always be easy or void of obstacles, nor does it mean your choices won't challenge you. It signifies that you possess complete confidence in your own direction. You have aligned with your highest self, and because of this alignment, you waste no time in indecision. You act when called, move when your spirit instructs you, and the most beautiful part is that life starts to flow effortlessly. Trusting your intuition means no longer resisting your true destiny. It means no longer forcing what isn't meant for you, or walking down paths leading nowhere. Your intuition connects you directly to the universe. It is how the divine communicates with you, how your soul navigates this reality. When you fully trust it, stop questioning, and cease ignoring it, you enter a realm of spiritual mastery that few attain. This is the second sign that your awakening is complete. You no longer seek answers outside yourself. You have become the answer. You trust yourself completely, without hesitation or doubt. And with that, you are ready to step into your divine power. Are you prepared for the next sign? This one will illuminate how profoundly you have transformed. This transformation does not equate to rejecting success or financial prosperity, quite the opposite. It means you are no longer a slave to these external validations. You allow abundance to flow into your life naturally, without attachment or desperation. As a result of this internal shift, true abundance finds you effortlessly. When you break free from the grip of material desires, you move differently. You stop comparing yourself to others and cease feeling jealousy over their possessions. You let go of the compulsion to chase trends or seek approval from those who ultimately do not matter. You come to realize that true wealth lies in inner peace. True success is found in living your purpose, and real fulfillment emanates from within. This is a powerful evolution. While society thrives on materialism, ego-driven pursuits, and endless cravings, you, the chosen one, have liberated yourself from these confines. You have transcended the illusion, stepping into a higher state of being. Now, you stand ready to invest your energy in meaningful ways, turning your focus toward your mission rather than aimless distractions. You walk your path unburdened by desires that don't nurture your soul. This signifies the third sign indicating your spiritual awakening is complete. You are no longer governed by material desires. You move with intention, act with wisdom, and embrace life's abundance without attachment. As you do this, your energy becomes free to rise, expand, and create a real impact. Are you ready for the next sign? It reveals just how evolved you have become. Sign number 4. You have embraced solitude and peace. There was a moment when solitude felt foreign to you, a time when silence seemed empty, and being alone fostered restlessness and doubt. You may have sought distractions, craved companionship, or filled the silence with noise, avoiding the discomfort of being alone with your thoughts. But now, everything has transformed. This shift is one of the most powerful signs that your spiritual awakening is complete. You have come to embrace solitude, finding incredible peace within it. Isolation no longer evokes fear because you have grasped the vital truth that your own presence is sufficient. There is no longer a need for constant validation, company, or external engagement. You have discovered the empowering essence of solitude. You now understand that solitude does not equate to loneliness. It is a source of strength, a space where your soul breathes and where you connect with the divine. Once, the thought of being alone might have made you uneasy, but now you cherish those moments of quiet. You guard your peace intentionally because you recognize its profound value. In solitude, you hear the voice of your higher self with unparalleled clarity, receive divine guidance in silence, and recharge your spirit for alignment and elevation. This transformation also shifts how you relate to others. In the past, you may have tolerated draining relationships or felt obligated to stay in social settings that no longer nourished you. But now, you have released those patterns. You no longer entertain energies that disrupt your peace. You refuse to engage in interactions that compromise your tranquility. By nurturing these moments of solitude, you strengthen your connection to your higher self and embrace your true essence. As you step into this new chapter of your spiritual journey, you will witness how your energy radiates outwards into the world, impacting not only your life but the lives of others. Embrace this evolution, the clarity it brings, and continue forward with intent and purpose. Trust in the journey, dear chosen one, for it is leading you exactly where you need to be. Welcome these signs as markers on your path, guiding you further into the light of your true self and the fulfillment of your divine purpose. Stay connected, continue your journey, and engage with us at Chosen One Sanctuary. Connections. You do not engage in trivial chatter or shallow exchanges merely to avoid solitude. Instead, you choose your interactions with great care. You value depth over the number of connections. You would prefer to stand alone in your truth than to be surrounded by souls who do not resonate with your spirit. Because of this awareness, you have ceased seeking companionship from a place of lack. You recognize that you are already whole and complete. Any relationship you invite into your life now must enhance your energy, not deplete it. This does not imply that you have completely isolated yourself. Rather, it signifies that you cherish connection at a much more profound level. You no longer depend on it for your happiness. The constant need for social interaction isn't what defines your wholeness. You have learned to enjoy your own company, bringing forth an unshakable sense of peace. You no longer feel restless. External distractions no longer dictate your time. You find contentment in your own space, thoughts, and energy. Truly, this self-appreciation is an extraordinary and powerful gift. When you reach this level of consciousness, your energy shifts profoundly. You move with a quiet confidence that others can sense but may not fully grasp. People notice your calm, they feel your peace. You exude a sense of belonging that stems from your own acceptance, not from the need for external validation. Most people struggle with solitude. They cannot be alone with themselves because they have yet to find peace in their own minds. They seek distractions and noise, but you have transcended this need. You have discovered the sanctuary within yourself. This realization marks the fourth sign that your spiritual awakening has come to fruition. You have embraced solitude and, in doing so, found tranquility. You no longer flee from your own essence, nor do you seek fulfillment outside yourself. You have unearthed the infinite universe that exists within, and now you stand ready for what lies ahead. Are you prepared to further step into your power? Then, let's continue. The next sign will illuminate the true impact of your awakening. Sign number 5. You inherently attract those who seek your light. Chosen one. You may have observed that people are drawn to you in ways that feel almost magnetic. Strangers may share their stories with you, yearning for guidance without an understanding of why. Friends and family turn to you for wisdom, comfort, and truth. Even those who once doubted you now find themselves magnetically pulled toward your presence. This is not coincidence. This is one of the most significant signs that your spiritual awakening is complete. You have become a beacon of light, and people naturally gravitate toward you. You do not chase attention. You do not force connections. Yet, you are perpetually aligned with those who need your energy the most. It is as if the universe is orchestrating encounters with those searching for something deeper, something genuine. This is the organic outcome of your spiritual evolution. As you awaken fully, your frequency elevates, and your energy resonates vibrantly without effort. You don't need to say much. Your mere presence communicates volumes. Individuals sense it. They feel the tranquility within you. They perceive something unique about you, something they struggle to articulate. You possess a serene confidence, an aura of wisdom that makes others feel safe, even without any effort on your part. You become a guide, an inspiration, and a reminder of a reality they may not yet grasp. However, not everyone who comes seeking your light is meant to stay. Many will approach in search of your warmth, yet not all will be ready to embrace their own journey. Some will admire you, but resist the transformations your presence ignites within them. This is where discernment becomes essential. While you are destined to shine, you must not dim your light for those who aren't ready. Your energy is sacred, and now that you have awakened, you must guard it diligently. You are more than a mere individual navigating through this world. You are an energy shift manifest in human form. The universe employs you, placing you in specific situations and aligning you with certain people, ensuring that your presence can be the key to unlocking someone else's awakening. This journey is not a burden, nor is it something you need to force. It simply is. Your light operates naturally and effortlessly. When people enter your life, you'll start to recognize a pattern. Many of them are searching for something beyond the superficial. They may not even be aware of what it is, yet they cannot help but feel drawn to you, sensing that you possess the answers. You will also begin to attract other awakened souls, those walking their unique divine paths, individuals who understand and appreciate your journey. These connections will nourish rather than drain your energy. As you continue to rise, your social circle may shrink, but the bonds you maintain will deepen significantly. This is the shift. You are no longer adrift, lost and disconnected. Instead, you have transformed into the guide you once sought, and your luminosity now serves as a beacon for others. This is the 5th sign that your spiritual awakening is complete. People are magnetically attracted to your energy, your wisdom, your presence. You are no longer merely a recipient of light, you have become the source. With this shift, your purpose calls out more fervently than ever before. Are you prepared to step fully into your mission? If so, let's explore the last sign that will affirm the depth of your awakening. Sign number 6. You are now able to see through deception and illusions. Chosen 1. Prior to your awakening, you lived in a world where illusions held sway over everything. You accepted things as they were presented, trusting societal norms, authority figures, and the projected truths of the world. But now, the veil has lifted. One of the most undeniable signs of your complete spiritual awakening is your newfound ability to see through deception. You are no longer easily swayed. You don't accept things at face value. You scrutinize everything, not out of fear, but from a place of wisdom. Your intuition is sharp, and when something feels untrue, you recognize it instantly. This heightened awareness spans every aspect of your life. You can sense dishonesty in people and detect when someone wears a mask, masquerading as something they are not. Empty words and deceptive actions no longer ensnare you because you can perceive intentions before they're even articulated. This gift transcends interpersonal relationships. It extends to the world at large. You can see through societal conditioning and comprehend that much of what is referred to as reality is meticulously constructed to keep people in slumber, distracted, and estranged from their power. You no longer accept everything the media presents as truth. You discern when narratives are manufactured to instill fear, when systems are rigged to bind people, and when illusions are presented to the masses to maintain control. This realization can be both liberating and burdensome at first. Initially, it may have felt overwhelming, perhaps even isolating. You began to notice things that eluded others, and there may have been times you wished you could unsee them. But now, you have arrived at acceptance. You understand that truth is rarely comfortable. It is meant to liberate you. You have become a master of discernment, no longer wasting energy arguing with those still wrapped in the fog of ignorance. Instead, you observe and navigate the world with wisdom, moving strategically and aligning only with those who operate in truth. This newfound ability alters how you live your life. You are no longer swayed by trends, shallow pursuits, or empty distractions. You do not chase after that which lacks value. You reside in clarity, making decisions rooted in truth rather than illusions. And powerfully, this awareness renders you immune to fear. The world attempts to control individuals through fear. Fear of loss, failure, rejection, or the unknown. However, you have broken free from its grip. You recognize fear for what it is, a tool meant to inhibit empowerment. But you, chosen one, have already stepped into your power. You are no longer bound or influenced by deception. Your vision is clear, and as a result, you remain untouchable. This is the sixth sign that your spiritual awakening is complete. You have transcended illusions and risen above deception. You no longer dwell in falsehood. You are aligned with truth, and your path is now illuminated. Now, only one last sign remains, your final confirmation of awakening. Are you ready? Sign number 7. You feel an unmistakable call to step into your mission. Chosen one. There was a time when you questioned your purpose, wondering why you are here and what role you play in this world. You pondered how to utilize the knowledge and awareness you've acquired. Yet, that era has closed. An undeniable force pulls you forward, a profound inner knowing that compels you to embrace your mission. This call is far from subtle. It is impossible to disregard. It expresses itself in every facet of your being, driving you to act, to live your truth, and to fulfill your purpose. The urgency you feel can't be ignored. It is a divine pull urging you toward your destiny. You are now on the brink of making your mark and stepping into the true essence of who you are. Your life resides in your thoughts, your emotions, and in the essence of your being. You may awaken each day with a sense that you are destined for something greater. A restlessness may stir within when you're not diligently pursuing something of significance. This internal pressure comes not from the outside world, but from the depths of your own soul. For you understand that you were not meant to simply observe, but to act. You have been prepared, guided, and transformed, not solely for your own benefit, but because the world needs you. The distractions that once captivated your attention hold no value for you any longer. You no longer squander precious moments on fruitless conversations, trivial entertainment, or aimless activities. Each part of you is devoted to becoming the individual you are meant to be. This calling may manifest in various ways, perhaps a yearning to teach, to heal, to mentor others, a pull toward artistic expression, a leadership role, or a movement that resonates with your truth. It might inspire you to break free from a previous life and venture boldly into the unknown, trusting that the universe will guide you. Whatever form it takes, the message resounds clearly. Turning back is not an option. You cannot revert to your former ways. You cannot ignore the profound truths you've come to know. You can no longer silence the voice within you, for you are ready. Once, the weight of this responsibility may have intimidated you. Doubts might have caused you to hesitate about your capacity to embrace your power. But now, that fear is behind you. You may not possess every answer, nor do you know every step that lies ahead, but you are aware that you must move forward. The universe has positioned you precisely where you need to be. It has provided you with experiences, lessons, and wisdom, all to enable you to fulfill your mission. Now, it is your responsibility to answer the call. This is the final affirmation that your spiritual awakening is complete. The waiting is over. The preparation is fulfilled. Your mission begins now. Are you ready to embrace it? If this message resonates with your spirit, type 9999 in the comments right now and declare it to the universe. You are ready, you are chosen, and you are stepping onto your divine path. Now, it is time for you to harness your powers. Your awakening was never meant to be the conclusion. It was merely the preparation, the transformation, the unveiling of illusions, and the opening of your eyes. That phase has come to a close. You have encountered the truth, felt the shift, and now it is time to utilize your powers. You did not awaken just to exist in awareness. You did not receive those insights, visions, and that elevated wisdom simply to hold on to them. You were awakened to act, to create, to shift energies, to guide, to heal, to manifest, and to fully embrace the divine force that has always resided within you. But what does it truly mean to use your powers? It means stepping boldly into your purpose without hesitation. No longer should you wait for a perfect moment or wonder if you are ready. The truth is, you have always been ready. Every challenge, test, and experience in your journey was meticulously designed to prepare you for this very moment. Utilizing your powers means acknowledging that you are a creator, no longer a passive observer of life, but an active force shaping reality. You now understand that your words, thoughts, and energy are not mere random vibrations. They are directives to the universe. Every intention set, every belief held, every frequency emitted manifests your reality. You can no longer afford to think small. Doubt can no longer weaken your energy. Your spiritual awakening was not merely about discovering who you are. It was about remembering what you are capable of, and your capabilities are infinite. So, how do you begin? First, you must wholly own your energy. Stop leaking your power into fear, distractions, or trivial matters. Move forward with intention. Speak with purpose, act with clarity, and when you envision your future, do so with unwavering certainty. The universe responds to confidence, not hesitation. It responds to conviction. Second, protect your frequency. Not everyone will understand the path you travel, and that's perfectly all right. You cannot let lower vibrations pull you back, nor allow negative influences, toxic environments, or outdated belief systems to diminish your energy. Stand firm in your light. This requires setting boundaries and walking away from anything that doesn't resonate with your highest self. Choose your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings with profound awareness. You possess too much power to settle for anything less. Third, you must raise your voice. The world awakens, and chosen ones are being activated across the planet. Now it is your turn. Whether your gift lies in teaching, creating, healing, or leading, it is time to express it. Do not let the fear of judgment hold you back. Do not permit thoughts of "what if I fail" to prevent your actions. The universe will support you the moment you choose to step forward. Finally, you must trust yourself. No more second-guessing or waiting for further signs. You already possess the signs, the knowledge, and everything you need inside you. What remains is the need for you to believe it. Here's the truth. If you do not step into your power, the world will suffer. There are souls needing your energy, waiting for your guidance, and lives that will change simply because you found the courage to shine your light. So, chosen one, the time is now. The waiting has concluded. The next phase of your journey has begun. Rise up, speak out, move forth, use your powers. The world anticipates your presence. If this message resonates with your soul, type 999 in the comments right now and declare it to the universe. You are stepping into your power, no longer waiting. You are ready. Now go. Rise. It is time.